Understand that you live in regret when you let other people determine your life decisions. That's probably one of the main reasons why you live in regret, because you let other people determine your life decisions and the things that you wanted to do in life. So once you realize that those things didn't work for you and you've been doing them for all this time, then you start to live in regret because you start to like wonder what life would be like if you didn't listen to those people. So one thing I will say is start making decisions by yourself. Like, make your own decisions. Do your own thing. You know, try to make as many decisions by yourself as you possibly can. That's how you don't live in regret. A lot of people live in regret because they let other people make decisions for them, which ultimately messes them up in the future. And you don't want to live like that, if that makes sense. You don't. You want to make decisions for yourself. The crazy thing is, it be parents that made decisions for themselves when they was 18 that be trying to make decisions for their children. Why don't you just let them make the decision themselves? I promise you, they won't live a regretful life. I mean, they might regret the decision down the road. They might say, oh, I wish I didn't do this. But at the end of the day, they'll be more content with the fact that they made the decision rather than somebody else, right? Another thing I would stop doing is living in fear. A lot of people live in fear. A lot of people live with this closed-minded mindset and think that, one, they think that everybody is against them. They think that everybody wants to come after them. Everybody wants, you know what I'm saying? Like, they think with such a jail mindset, bro. Like, they think that everybody's after them. They think that everybody don't like them. They think that everybody's against them. Everybody trying to set them up. Everybody trying, like, people don't care as much as you think they care, if that makes sense. Like, I realize that, like, you may think that people care, but at the end of the day, a lot of people don't care about you, bro. That's that. It's just a true statement. Like, I stopped living in fear when I realized that people don't care about you like that. Like, the people that you see walking in public, they're living their lives. They're doing their own thing. Everybody has their own shit going on. So it's like, bro, you're not that special. We're all human at the end of the day. So there's no need to be treating this race and this race differently when at the end of the day, we're all human. So in other words, we are all like forms of God, if that makes sense. We're all God in a sense. You know, we really supposed to be together. We're really supposed to be like together. But you know, segregation, laws, and all these politics and dumbass shit just fucked everything up. So now people want to be against each other all the time. Especially our own people want to be against our own people. So it's like, damn. No wonder why people is fucked up in the brain and they think that niggas is out to get them and white people don't like them and all this shit, because look at society. Society is fucked up. It really is fucked up. But you have to keep a positive mind. That's the only way you can truly live without fear. If you have a positive, open mind. A lot of people's minds is not open to shit. So they stress out about every little thing because their mind ain't open. They need to open their mind. They need to meditate. They need to pray. But they don't want to do that shit, so they never truly heal. So you gotta be positive, bro. You have to be positive. You have to. That's the only way you will not live in fear. If you're positive, if you look at things in a positive mindset. If you look at things in a positive mindset, you will only be set up for growth. You can only grow. If you look at things in a negative mindset, you can only go negative. You can only go down. It can only get worse. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Because I used to think negative. And my life was not good at all. It wasn't. Everything around me was negative. Everything I was eating, everything I was looking at, everything I was consuming was negative. Everything that people that I was around, you know what I'm saying, it was negative. I may have not have realized it at the time because I didn't understand because I was too young. But now that I'm looking back at it, everything around me was negative. It was fights every day. It was people smoking around me. It was all this shit going on. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was so much shit. I was getting in trouble every day in school. I was always trying to, you know what I'm saying, do some dumb shit because I thought negatively. So therefore, my reality was negative. But you want to not live in regret by doing the things that you want to do. Do what you want to do. Not only do what you want to do, but do things that are better for you. Because we're not always going to be able to do the things that we want to do. Sometimes we got to do the things we don't want to do in order to do the things that we want to do. So put that work in, you know what I'm saying? Do them things that you don't really want to do. And I promise you, they will benefit you more down the road than being comfortable. It will benefit you more down the line than you sitting down and not doing shit. Because that will leave your ass in regret. Realizing that everything you did to this day meant nothing. Went towards nothing. Didn't do anything. That's going to put your ass in regret. You don't want to be in that position in life where you old, wondering why you didn't do this and you didn't do that and you didn't make this decision and you didn't make that decision. That was my whole reasoning for not going to college, for not going to the military, because I didn't want to live a life of regret. One thing my people always taught me, I always kind of picked up was, once you start something, finish it. If you're going to do something, finish it. So anything that I was in, I was going to finish it. If it took 4, 5, 6 years, I was going to finish it. It don't matter. I can't leave. Once I done started it, I got to finish it. So anything that I was going to jump into, whether it was the military, I was going to finish that shit. So I was like, you know what? I ain't even going to put myself in that position because that's not really what I want to do. But imagine if I would have went through that shit. If somebody would have told me, hey, nigga, you need to do that. You have to do it. But if my parents were like, hey, you have to do that shit, and I did that shit, I would live in a regret for the rest of my life. Based off that alone, I would live in regret for the rest of my life because I would get out. Yeah, I'll have money. I'll have a little bit of bread. Yeah, I'll have some military benefits. Yeah, I'll be more disciplined. But would I be living the life that I wanted to live? No. I won't. And that's just real. So I'll be looking back like, damn, bro, I could have did this so much differently. I'm looking back at all the people that probably, you know what I'm saying? Like, doing the things that I wanted to do. Like, so you have to do the things that you want to do. And sometimes you have to do the things that you don't want to do in order to succeed. Another way to not live in regret is to try new things. Try new things. And this comes with opening your mind. You need to try different things. You need to travel. You need to leave your hometown. You need to do different things. Be around different people. Open your mind. I'm telling you. It will be the best thing that you ever do. It will be the best thing that you ever do. I'm serious. A lot of people live in regret, bro. You don't want to be one of them people. You don't want to be one of them people that limits themselves. That limits themselves to only alcohol. Oh, he can only do this. He can only do this. No. I can do anything. He can only make this amount of money. He can only make this. No. I can make however much I want to make. No matter what I look like. I can have $1 billion if I want $1 billion. I can have 20 cars if I want 20 cars. I can have 400 properties if I want 400 properties. I can have 4 billion acres of land if I wanted 4 billion acres of land. I can do anything. My mind ain't limited to one thing. It ain't limited to two things. When it comes to everything, I can do anything. So my mind ain't limited. There's nothing that I can't do. I just have to put my mind to it. So you want to live a life of joy. You want to live a life of, damn, I appreciate waking up this morning. I appreciate doing this. I appreciate working out. You know what I'm saying? You wanna live a good life. But if you want to live a good life, I'm telling you, the first thing you have to do is be positive. Be positive, bro. Because think about it. Positive can only take you up. Negative take you down. People be negative all day long. They don't think about what's going good. They just think about what's going bad. So that's why they be mad, and I'll be happy with my money and my goddamn oranges and fucking orange juice. Cause I think positive. I don't think in a negative way. If I come against a challenge, or if I come against a loss, I treat it as a lesson. A lot of people just treat it as losses. No, it's a lesson. Learn from it. What's going on right now? What are you gaining? What's happening right now? Every lesson I ever went through made me stronger, made me a better person. And I take it with me as I get older. That's why I grow so much. Because I go through so many lessons and I learn so many lessons that I grow. And nothing can stop me from growing. And there's no limit to my potential. I could be a millionaire at 19. 20. It don't matter. Anything is possible. And when you think like that, that's when you become the best version of yourself, because you realize that you can do anything. There's 18-year-old millionaires out there. There's 16-year-old millionaires. 14-year-old millionaires. Because their mind was never limited to, oh, I can only make this amount. Or I can only do this, or I can only do that. Their mind was never limited to begin with. You know who limits their child's minds? Parents. Because they think it's the best for them. But when it's really not. But yeah, man. That's it for the video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And peace out.